in the cosplay community, I'm called Sese Ostara, but you can call me Sese. I've been cosplaying for about, let's say, 10 to 11 years. I started around, well, formally started cosplaying 2006. And my very first cosplay was Kagamine Rin from Vocaloid. One of the hurdles that I've experienced when I was very new to cosplaying is probably finding graded contact lenses because I am technically blind. So I remember going to conventions and cosplaying wearing blue or green contact lenses and I can't see anything. The biggest or major difference that I noticed and observed is that the crowd. Like I remember way back 2003 during, was it 2003? But yeah, it was during the culture crash days where you know, the number of people attending the convention is not as many as of now, because I remember, you know, going to the merchandises and I didn't have any trouble looking at them because there's not a lot of crowd. But nowadays, if you go to conventions, it's like people everywhere. Like if you're standing on a high stool, you'll see a lot of heads. I remember when I was starting out and I was cosplaying and I'm just, you know, casually walking outside, not in the convention, I would get this weird stares like I came from another planet. And I remember people calling me weird, or sometimes they would say things like, "Oh, it's anime," or "Oh," or they would say, "Oh, a Naruto cosplayer." Even I'm not cosplaying a character from Naruto. I will hear those, but nowadays, we still get those stares. I mean, come on, you're dressing up as a character with brightly colored hair, armors, and things like that. We still get those stares, but it's kind of accepted now. You know, before people don't want to take photos with us, you know, the bystanders. And nowadays, when they see us, they are more engaged into, you know, asking for photos, even asking who the character we are cosplaying. In Canada, it's still a very big deal if you make your costume or not. Maybe because compared to the Philippines, it's very cheap, you know, to hire a seamstress or a tailor to make your costume. There, it's expensive, so they don't have a choice but to make their own from armor. Whether it's an armored cosplay or it's a fabric cosplay, they have to make it on their own. So when they see you cosplaying, the first thing they will ask you is, "So, how did you make your costume?" Not where did you buy it or where do you have it commissioned. There's nothing like that there. So you can see there's like really a huge difference from, you know, even from a country like Singapore and Philippines that are both Asian countries. So I guess it also stems that it's, you know, the culture as well. If you want to make cosplay as your hobby, prepare a lot of things. You have to prepare, like, know how to budget your money. Like, if you have money to make all the costume, pay for makeup, everything else, you should also have the right budget to pay for convention tickets. Okay, because nowadays nothing is for free. Also, what tip I could give it to you is that the world nowadays is very toxic compared to before. So as much as you can, as much as possible, surround yourself with the good and right people.